Hi everyone, Valerie here with the Sacred Mirror. I am outside in the backyard of a cabin that I'm renting in the North Carolina mountains. I am here I sort of talked about that in the video that I made yesterday with the activation, why I'm here. But that video will probably upload the same day as this one, because I am out in the woods, in the mountains in North Carolina, and the internet and cell phone signal and all of that's kind of spotty, like exactly non-existent sometimes. So I'm not I'm going to drive into town after recording this reading and uploading. But I just wanted to show you where I am. This is the beautiful stream that runs right directly behind the place that I'm staying in. And then there's a larger one that runs out front. But this is what I get to listen to when I sit on the back porch, and there's the view. It's awesome. Very peaceful. So I wanted to come on today to do an energy read, and I apologize for the if the camera moves around a lot too, because where I am I can't put it on a stand, so I have to hold it the whole time I'm talking. I wanted to come on and do an energy read for twin flames, for this energy, this current energy that we're going through right now. I ask Mother Mary for messages from my Mother Mary Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. And the first card that came out was Our Lady of the Whispering Heart, and followed very closely by Our Lady of Sacred Union. So the Whispering Heart is very much about awakening the heart energy, connecting to the divine heart energy. What we're going through right now are releasing of emotions, and that releasing of emotions and things that don't serve us anymore, that don't serve our highest good, and that's allowing us to open up our heart space and connect in with our heart space and our divine wisdom. And our heart space is where we connect in with our soul, our intuition, our everything. That's why people always say, follow your heart. And so we're releasing, I'm sorry, I just went blank for a moment. Thinking about heart space. So we're releasing things that no longer serve us, letting go of things in order to open up our heart space. And what's going to happen when we release all of these things is what's bringing us into sacred union. So here's the next card, Our Lady of Sacred Union. This is bringing us into sacred union within ourselves, and that has to happen within before it can happen without. So if you have had to, sometimes when we have to release things to connect in with our heart space and our divine guidance, that may include your twin flame or sacred partner, and it may not feel like that release is bringing you into sacred union. But number one, just understand the difference between releasing and letting go. It doesn't mean you're letting go. For those of you who are watching who subscribe to Sonia, 10 of Cups Ministries, and you get her energy update, this week the card that she pulled for this week's energy was releasing. And she talked about the difference between releasing and letting go. Releasing is just is a matter of changing your relationship to something and putting your focus on something else that better serves you at the time. So releasing your twin flame doesn't mean that you're letting go. and completely deleting them from your future or your life or whatever. It just means that you have to release them, maybe release the current version of them, you know, maybe release the current dynamic, so that something better can come in. And so I say all that to say that, you know, if you are in the camp of those of us who have had to release our twins flame, our twin soul, sacred partner, just know that that release is allowing you to come into deeper union within yourself. And that sacred union within self, balancing of the masculine and feminine energies in the sacred union within self, is what has to happen first before you can have your sacred union with your sacred partner. Okay? So that's something very important to keep in mind. I know we talk about that in the twin flame community, but I'm not sure sometimes if we really understand what it means. And then I pulled a card from the Lightworker Oracle for the overall theme of this energy, and it's the Dark Night of the Soul. And if you see in this card, she's really looking up to the divine, and it's like, I don't know if you can tell what this is, but this is a woman kind of bent over with her head in her hands. And it's like she's releasing these lower parts of herself, and she's reaching up to the divine. And I want to read just a little bit of what's in the guidebook. You are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your preconceived ideas and safe limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, they are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable or uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away these barriers. This is when you enter the dark night of the soul and you understand there is nothing to rely upon but the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. This night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel. You're not doing anything wrong. You're moving closer to the divine. The dark night of the soul is love calling me into light, calling me to let go of fear, to release my every doubt and say, I know that love is more real, more powerful than anything else. So essentially, that's what the dark night of the soul is about, is all of your limiting beliefs, all your preconceived notions, all these things that you thought you knew, and people and things in your life are being stripped. They're being stripped away. And it's called the dark night of the soul because it can feel very dark. But at the end, there's light. And as I said, the guidebook talks about the dark night of the soul bringing you into a more radiant relationship with the divine. That's what's happening here with these energies. Releasing everything that can bring us more into our heart space, more solid relationship with the divine within, so that we can have sacred union within. And right now, my feeling is that the energies that we really should be focusing on self, on how we relate to ourselves, how our emotions are serving us, what we need to release. Things in our own lives, and connect with our heart space, and then all of this sacred union will come within, and then it will come without in time. Okay, I would really like to thank you for joining me, for watching the video. If you have not already done so, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. If you would like a private session with me, I'll put the information below. I do lots of different things, infinity healing, Akashic Records readings, other healing, transmissions. I just started light language. Look, I can't even speak. My light language, gift of light language, was activated fully activated while I was here. So that's really kind of interesting. I've always sort of known that I had it, but I didn't really realize that it only comes through song. It's very strange. I'm going to have to research online and see if I can find anyone else who has light language that only comes through song. So, either way, I'll give you one more view of the beautiful creek, and I don't know if you can see the butterfly. Can you see? My camera may not be, but there's so many. Oh, there's one. There's so many butterflies out here. And last night when I was driving back from town, I saw a deer. I saw two. One was a baby. So that was pretty incredible and interesting. Anyway, I love it out here, and it's going to be hard for me to go back home. But I know that I'm here to get stable, get grounded. I knew I was coming here to activate some of my spiritual gifts too. So I knew that was going to happen. I just didn't know how it was going to happen. So hopefully I will have, by the time this video is uploaded, I will have the activation video that I did yesterday uploaded too. As I said, internet and work has been challenging while I'm here. So again, thank you for watching. Namaste, everyone. All the information you need to book a session, subscribe to my website, or contact me for a personal session is below. Please feel free to comment. Also, I love you, love you, love you, love you. There's two butterflies. I don't know if you can see them, but they're two flying around together. Okay, I love you, love you, love you. Have a great day. Happy new moon in Cancer.